Hey everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank you for all your well wishes about my nephew. All the input and prayers were much appreciated. This is the object near Mercury that first I heard of that made rounds on the internet and started making a popular video from, I believe it was Sinister with a capital X in the middle. I think it was the first. Well, been watching it and checking up on it. It's still there, and this is it. It's from the 9th. So it's not quite as defined, so to speak, from what I could see. To me, from the 9th, it just kind of looked like a blob of light. They did mention that this was the way they make these photos, adding and removing things to get things to be visible. So you got to remember that too. But whatever was being seen on the first is still being seen there now. Well, it doesn't look like it really did anything or went anywhere. Just let it run through here. Kind of glows and then it shines up, brightens up. And that's what we got. And let it go ahead and go one more time. Get a good glance at it. There we go. So it's still there. So I believe the article was it was a cloaked UFO that could only be seen when the sun emitted a CME and uncloaked it. Well, here's Mercury. We can zoom up on it. Get a little look at it. Reminds you of the moon a little bit, at least in this program, the way they have it. Cratered. You can spin it around and you can observe it and do all kinds of things to it. But at least in this rendition, it does give you kind of a sort of a moon look. That's kind of interesting. And this would be the eyes on the solar system. It's a nice little thing you can come and use. Kind of give yourself a little bit more knowledge on what goes on out there and where it's at, whatnot. Well, since we were showing Mercury and what was next to it, that's why I went ahead and brought this up. Give you a little optical view of Mercury. And you can see it. And I want to show you this. This is rather different. You can see the dot as usual. If it looks a little bit more glary in a way, but it's what's after that that's different that I've not ever seen. That's a different kind of a glare if it's a glare or a camera deal. I don't think they've defined this type of a look and what effects intense light may cause upon the picturing. Now here we go. We're going to come up with the intense dot, and you notice the straight up and down thick line, camera glare line. We're almost there. I believe this is 6 o'clock, 600, 10, there it is. At 600 you have this look like that, and we'll go right here at 5:30. You have the dot right up there, 12:12, 5:30. At 6 o'clock you get a pretty good change there in shading and clouding. So in 30 minutes you get some big clouds move in, and by 6:10 it's starting to gray out pretty good, but you still see this big patch of whitish bright. You see the outline of it. Yeah, look at that. In 10 minutes goes from there to there. And then you see it's all gray and dark over here, but you see this outline right along here. It's not exact with, so that's why I can't blame it on the camera exactly. It's not following any form of the outline, or you'd say it would go all the way down the side of the station, but it doesn't. It veers off and curves over here. I thought that was really strange. I hadn't seen a weird looking deal like that before up here. Got any ideas what in the world that is? Is that intense light causing a camera malfunction? Oh wait, there's not enough light, so the expensive camera cannot function properly. So it is malfunctioning again in the pixelating, right? It's overloading the sensor because lack of light. That is strange. Do you not think? They do a lot of stuff. Atmospheric and under the ground in the ice. And they see a lot of things. That's why they're there. Because the prime spot. There's something under the ice that they want. And they can see what they need to see from the best point. Update on our latest earthquakes. Today, 4.8, East Coast Honshu, Japan. California, Alaska, 2827, 27, 25 Alaska, 2827 Alaska. 6.2, South Sandwich Islands region. Papua New Guinea, 5.1. We know about the 6.5 in Guerrero, Mexico. 5.8 Japan. 5.4 Fiji. 4.8 East Coast Honshu, Japan. We ourselves here, I believe, had a 3 on the 9th. So those are pretty well the biggest ones. Lots of 3s and 4 actions. Several 2s. We'll keep an eye on that. The Mexican earthquake. It's the biggest one in a while. So we hope we don't get any bigger than that. Put this stuff off as long as we can. So I hope the weekend went well for everyone. Anybody happen to catch any football? I was just mentioning Mr. Tebow the other day. He did it again, didn't he? He got a good effect on the players around him. They play hard for him. 6 in a row. Keep it going. Might ride him all the way to the Super Bowl, eh? What's the odds he'll take him to the Super Bowl and win it, huh? How about Denver versus Green Bay? What do you think? Everybody have a nice Monday tomorrow. Christmas is coming up soon. We'll be closing out the new year and rolling into 2012. Lots of things to come. We'll keep up on everything as they happen. We know there's lots to come. And there's a timeline that has to be fulfilled. And events on the ground as well as above tell us where we are. Israel being the highway marker on the ground. Did you happen to catch the piece about the blood moon the other night, the red moon? Did you notice how they said it would be the last one you would see until 2014? Well, that's what I was telling everyone. That's why I have the video in my favorites about blood moon and the tetrads and when they're going to happen and what do they mean. They just told you. They just verified what I already know. I'm trying to let everybody else know. 2014 is when the tetrads begin. NASA failed to tell you that you'd have tetrads rolling into 2015. NASA failed to tell you what the tetrads mean in relation to what days are they going to fall on. You know, they failed to tell you that they're going to go on Jewish holy days. They failed to tell you that you're not going to see these happen like this for another 100 years. They failed to tell you that tracing back from now backwards to when they occurred in our recent past that we can trace, each time they happen, something important happens with Israel's people or Israel itself. So, each time they've been happening in the past, it's got something important to do with the history of the planet and us. So they didn't tell you that. They just told you the next time you would see a blood red moon would be 2014. Well, there you are. You need to study up on this, and if you want to watch the video, go to my channel and get it out of my favorites. Or I'll send you the link or whatever you need. But you need to know the importance of why they're going to happen in tetrad fashion in 2014 and 2015, and what do they mean. So God bless everyone. I'm praying for everyone. Praying for my nephews. Thank you for everything. I'll talk to you soon.